IdahoSports.com's presentation of the 2016 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout. The State Basketball Championships is brought to you in part by the Idaho High School Activities Association, serving the youth of Idaho since 1925. The United Dairymen of Idaho, where good comes from. Agri-Service. Together, we drive agriculture forward. Cable One, TV, phone, and internet. It's just common sense. Subway. Eat fresh. Valleywide Cooperative. Let us help you. The College of Idaho, celebrating 125 years of excellence. And by Westmark Credit Union. Everything you need. You're watching the 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout, only on IdahoSports.com game streams. Presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the United Dairymen of Idaho.
And we welcome you to the Ford Idaho Center this morning at 11:30 Mountain Time for the 1A Division I Real Dairy Shootout Championship game between the Lapwai Wildcats and the Ambrose Archers. This game streams production brought to you by the Idaho High School Activities Association on IdahoSports.com and the United Dairymen of Idaho. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be joining us from. This is the dream matchup of the season between in the 1A Division I, because these are the top two teams who have been kind of on a collision course for 20-plus games. Everyone seems, even other coaches, opposing coaches, have been hoping, well, if I can't get to the championship game, I sure hope it's Lapwai and Ambrose so I can at least see those two teams play against each other. It's number 1 and number 2 in the polls. Ambrose is 24-2 on the season. They're district champions from District 3. Lapwai is 22-0, have not lost since the championship game here a year ago on this floor to Prairie, and they are the District 2 champions. The Prairie Pirates made it to the state tournament. They were 2-out, so a completely different year. We'll have a new champion this year after Prairie won the last two. Lapwai feels like they're going to get it. Ambrose is playing for a coach who's coaching his last game for him after 11 years as being the head coach. A ton on the line in this matchup, and we're just so happy that you are here to experience it with us.
Yeah. It's absolutely great, Joe. We got 1 and 2, second one in a row this morning. The first one, Dietrich and Council, 1 and 2. You don't see that very often, not as often as you would think coming into the state championship game. Anything can go. Ambrose coach, his last game. What a storyline there. We got Lapwai. Hasn't lost in those jerseys that they're wearing now since they lost the championship game last year. And what a great storylines. This is going to be to see if Lapwai can run themselves into the state title, see if the Archers can shoot their way into a state title. This is going to be a great one.
I mean, this really is the premier matchup of the 1A Division I. I mean, really, Ambrose's only 2 losses came to 2 5A schools. The Centennial, which lost in the semifinals last night, and they lost by 4 points to Valley View in a game they probably should have won. They should have beat a 5A school last year. They beat a 4A school in Bishop Kelly. Right. And in fact, and Lapwai's beaten 4A schools as well. They've beaten Moscow in the years past. And so these really, and this Lapwai team didn't lose a single player that played minutes off of that team that was state runners-up a year ago, which is why you would have high expectations for them.
That's really going to help. And Ambrose, they've been to state 3 times as well, 3 years in a row as well. So this is going to be a tremendous game. Could be potentially the best game we're going to see here the entire day.
Yes, we are really excited about this one. Let's take a look at the keys to victory if we can. We'll bring up first for Lapwai. Interesting, before the tournament started, I asked Coach Rebecca Miles, what are your keys to victory? She said, you know what, a lot of schools will take a look, well, we got to beat the pressure, we got to rebound and stuff like that. She rattled these off like in nothing flat, says you could do this for every single game. These are the keys for our victory every single time we step up on the floor. Respect, sportsmanship, and we want to play with attitude and integrity. And so I was like, wow, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
I said, can I use that for every game? She said, absolutely. We have it on our board. We use it for every game. So clearly, it's a bigger picture way of looking at things, but that's exactly how this team has gone out to a 22-0 season. For the Ambrose Archers, they want to dictate the tempo. They want to lock down defense and transition hoops, and I didn't put it on this sheet here, but I really think one of the keys for the victory for them today is they're playing for a coach who they love, who has indicated this is his last game coaching for them because he's taken on some more roles with the school, more time, got to spend some more time with his family, and they know this is his last game. They feel like this is their best shot at winning a state title after being in the state championship game 2 years ago in District 2.
I like the fact that the coach comes out and lets it be known that this is his last game. It's a great motivational tool to use, and if you're loved by your players and you have big players that are going to step up in a big time situation like that, we'll see if that unfolds today as well.
Boy, they had a team last year they really felt was primed for the state championship, but they lost in the quarterfinals to Prairie, which ended up being the state champion last year, and they really were flat. And they played all season trying to avoid coming out flat in the first round of the state tournament, and they did. They accomplished it. They managed to get out there and just accomplish it. I think we're getting the academic state champions here from Prairie Pine, which just as well as their female counterparts were the academic state champions for 1A D1 for the girls side as well. So fantastic job scholastically.
3.669 GPA right there for those boys. That's awesome.
I feel like they win that every year. Seriously, that's what it feels like. That's just a testament to their school and to the kids they have.
And I see all the guys out there, and I see these high GPAs, and I always think to myself, well, they just got to be the starting five, right? No, it's all 12, on the varsity, and it's, for the girls it was a 3.9, for the guys it's almost a 3.7. That's really impressive.
It is, and it's difficult. The time you put in practice, extra hours. You're exerting your body. You go home, you want to eat, you want to just lay down, but you got homework, you got responsibilities, you got assignments. Kudos to all these guys for doing their schoolwork and being student athletes.
Most of you have joined us on idahosports.com before for some of our games. It is an interactive experience. If you'd like to send us something in the inbox, the shout-out inbox, then is it 1AD1 at idahosports.com?
That's right, yeah, 1AD1 at idahosports.com. We'll get that put up there on the screen for you for just a second. Include your name, who you're cheering for, and where you are watching from.
That is the voice of Matt Harris. Thank you very much for your help in the streaming broadcast. We're going to let you know who all the non-starters are, just like they are doing on the floor right now. For the Ambrose Archers, they're going to be in their light blue road uniforms. They're going to be the visitors on the scoreboard. Actually, here in the Idaho Center, they've got their names on the scoreboard, so a little bit different than we're at Valley View High School where the state tournament has been played. Non-starters for Ambrose under head coach Ken Hosier in his 11th year and final year coaching the Archers. Peyton Stewart wears number 0. He's a senior. Number 2 is Jonah Clausen, a senior. Number 11 is Matt Walsh, a senior. Number 12, Damia Shai as a senior. Number 32 is Reagan Good, a senior, and number 44 is Zach Wilson, a senior. For Lapwai, the non-starters are number 1, Bailey Peters. They're going to be in their home white uniforms. And there's a story behind that we'll get to as the broadcast goes along. The home white uniforms of the Lapwai Wildcats. Number 1, Bailey Peters, a junior. Number 2, Keith Kipp Jr., a sophomore. Number 4, Keenan Wheeler, a junior. Number 5, Amani Mitchell, a senior. I'm not sure if he wears 50 or 11 on the home uniforms, but Kendall Layton is a freshman. Number 21, Ethan Miles, a junior. 23 is Courage Lone Bear, a senior. Number 30, Peyton Sabota, a freshman. Number 34, Jose Ortiz, a junior, and number 44 is Jamison Hopkins, a junior, under head coach Rebecca Miles, who's in her 2nd year and coached this team to the state championship game a year ago. State runner-up finish, and then has them undefeated on the season, 22-0, back here in the state championship game for a 2nd straight year.
Don't see too many ladies coaching boys basketball. That's an awesome storyline.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think maybe the only one I've seen that won a state championship was Paula Tucker. I believe it was Garden Valley several years ago. She was coaching the boys team, and it was interesting. I remember we did a story with her because she was coaching the